Yvonne Spinks chased the California dream from the Midwest to San Diego in the 80s.
You know, being a transplant here, my first thing was, where's community?
In the early 90s, she found a special spot.
And coming to beach on Sunday, that's where you found it.
She told me every other day the beach belonged to white San Diegans, but Sundays at South Mission were theirs.
Will Smith's Summertime. You know, the part about 2 miles an hour so everybody sees you, and also Fresh from the barbershop, Fly from the beauty salon. And that's how it was. You know, everybody would be out. You'd have a nice, crisp summer outfit on. And this was our tender.
The South End was far from the food and entertainment spots, but they chose it for the free fun. They could barbecue and play basketball. Spinks's nephew, Antoine Bennett, discovered the gathering at 13.
It was just mind-blowing to see just the sea of people that look like me, enjoying themselves, dressed to the nines, you know, just really having a great time. The music that I hear in my household and in my neighborhood playing.
The beach was packed with Black San Diegans, who made up less than 10% of the population. Spinks says police took advantage of this crowd of Black San Diegans in their cars to enforce minor infractions.
I would see people get tickets for the tread on their tires, tin on the window. I saw a guy get a ticket one time for the grill on the front of his car. I'm like, what in the world?
Cars would regularly get towed, including Spinks's.
That's where I got my impeding the flow of traffic ticket.
It strained what were meant to be carefree days.
Even if your registration's good, your license is good, everybody in your car have the proper amount of seat belts. I mean, you have to go, it was a whole mental thing. I got flagged down, the cop was right there.
She says the police presence grew from 1 or 2 officers to an entire mobile command center. Beachgoers started moving north toward the roller coaster to get some distance from law enforcement, but the police followed. She thinks they were trying to deter Black San Diegans from returning.
It worked. Eventually it worked. I guess we all got enough tickets.
By the early 2000s, Sundays at the beach were lost.
You should enforce wanting to push people out of what they created. Like, we created this space.
This chief of police,
Jerry Sanders was the San Diego police chief for most of the 90s. A spokesperson declined on his behalf to comment. These disparities remain. San Diego Police Department data show they are more than 3 times as likely to stop a Black person than a white person. Demetrius Mastoris is a retired officer and now nationally consults on policing practices. He says racial disparities decrease when police focus on enforcing safety instead of administrative and equipment violations. And policing non-dangerous minor violations can break community trust.
They're going to go talk to people, and they're going to tell their friends and family, and they're going to talk about their experience with the police. And this builds, a lot of resentment.
More than a decade after Sundays at the beach stopped, Spinks says she got a call from HR at her new job.
Oh, the city of San Diego sent a letter. They're going to garnish your wages. I'm like, for what?
Spinks says the city garnished her wages for old fines and fees from the beach, totaling thousands of dollars. She says the experience took some of the gleam off California. Bennett says it changed how Black San Diegans relate to the beach. He quoted local rapper Ryan Anthony and his album, Barely See the Beach.
We are actually from San Diego, natives of San Diego, but we barely see this thing. A lot of us are confined or used to our 4-block radius.
Bennett and Spinks want people to know that wasn't always the case.
I still come out on Sundays just for nostalgia. I'll tell my daughter, we used to do this and we used to do that. And we used to drive down here, and they can hear the fun and the excitement, but the loss at the same time.
Katie Hyson, KPBS News.